Supreme Infrastructure is a company which is a EPC company. The flagship business or the main core business of the company, it revolves around EPC, engineering, procurement and construction, engineering, design and construction. And we are into 4 major verticals of infrastructure like roads, bridges, road, bridges, buildings, power distribution. Very recently we have got into water infrastructure, like we are doing some water treatment plants and we are doing pipelines and all that. Other than this, we have a vertical wherein we do other infrastructure, like we do a lot of railway projects, we do a lot of earthwork, mass quarrying, overburden removals and all that. So this is what operates in Supreme Infrastructures as verticals in terms of the total top line is generated out of these 3 verticals. Our presence today is in more than 9 states of India, and we have our office in Delhi, we have our office in Calcutta. We did a top line of about 1570 crores last year, and it will be around 2000 crores. We should be able to cross comfortably 2000 crores this year. We have an order book of about 6600 crores. Very recently we got started in Oman as overseas operations of ours. This is what about it. It's a very backward integrated model and has a presence in these many verticals of infrastructure. As an organization, after the company goes beyond a threshold or beyond I would say beyond a particular time in terms of parameters of turnover, parameters of organization, parameters of order book and bandwidth, there has to be certain amount of systems and processes which need to be reinforced for the organization to take it forward to the next level from here. I particularly was very keen on getting and building these systems and processes, but at the same time in an infrastructure company, and especially in a democracy country like India, you don't have a situation wherein an infrastructure company only works on systems and processes. So it needs to be blended with both the ownership drive and along with that the systems and processes thing. So we've tried to implement SAP because whatever we are today, the major drive behind Supreme running today till today is being the people and the pinpoint centers in terms of different areas, and then they pulling it off together. Now it is high time that we've grown to a size where we want to get into systems and processes. So SAP is the most important step forward in terms of getting the organization to the next level from here on and getting into the systems and processes. SAP in the long term is something which will set systems and processes and will slowly and steadily, when people start understanding this much better, and it becomes a very user friendly, because I mean it's a new technology, so organization takes its own time to basically gear up. Once that happens, then it will actually become such a situation that I as an engineer will be required to do my only engineering job and rest everything will be just on the tabs of it. Right? So that is very important in terms of running an organization to a next level. So long term wise, this is what the benefit. Short term benefits is like lot of our unaccounted inventory, lot of WIP, lot of our unaccounted spares, loose materials. There is nothing grey when you implement this system in the company. It is either white or it is either black. So these are some areas which will get converted to either blacks or whites, and there will be a process which will actually in the short term give us a huge amount of inventory credit in terms of, like we are keen on the entire company going to SAP. SAP as a product and Hybar as a provider. Yes. I would say it was Hybar as a provider, and hence since SAP was only thing which Hybar did, so we had to implement SAP. Okay. I mean I can say it that way, because whatever we were through the process of evaluating a lot of other consultants and a lot of other companies to get to this implementation stage of this system here, and we were also through the process of understanding what systems are. Out of whatever we could analyze and understand, Hybar was whatever we interacted with people from Hybar, we could actually understand that they understand the business to the core. It is not only driving an infrastructure company by the systems and processes sitting at the office, it is actually driving it to the great connect that needs to be developed between the office and the site, and actually the site day-to-day execution. Now because we were very impressed with the kind of knowledge and the insight that Hybar guys had in terms of these site systems, processes, and working of a company, infrastructure company, right to the deepest core, which we thought was something which was required. We thought of going ahead with them, and since SAP was a model which is, of course, this is something which is very before the times, and it is with the times, and it can take you actually to the next level forward. I mean, there were a lot of options of going into a small based ERP systems, which is more of design to suit and all that. But we opted out for SAP because we wanted to have a long-term rollout in terms of understanding this as a process and the system. And HiBar was because we understood, or we had a feeling that they understood this subject best amongst whatever we could meet. Kind of conception that we had about the IT guys, because this IT industry is totally different to what our infrastructure industry is. The beautiful point was that implementing SAP or teaching SAP or making people understand what SAP is as an organization at different levels, it takes more than just knowledge base of SAP to be able to gel through the organization, to be able to implement it. That was the most important challenging part as far as Supreme Infrastructure or any other company would be in terms of implementing such a thing. I mean, there would be a management drive and a management initiative to basically implement it, but at the same time, as a consultant, you can every hour come back to me and say that this person is not being able to do this and this person. So that is the most important part which I can appreciate about HiBar, is that they gelled with our organization so well that actually we could achieve the first go live date 7 days prior to the estimated schedule.
Okay.
And we are rolling out other things, and it was more of a relationship in terms of understanding the requirement rather than fulfilling the role.
Okay.
That is how it was. So it was very good experience.